Howdy folks, I'm Cozy Coves, quietly concealing countless cautious coastal crabs.
I'm Amber.
And here are more countless coastal crabs for us to count. And folks, we have a live stream coming up on Friday at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, so we hope to see you then. Alright folks, and our first letter is titled, Am I a Jerk for Refusing to Pay My House Sitter? A few weeks ago, I, 30-year-old female, caught up with a good friend of mine, Jen, a 30-year-old female. She was telling me about how much of a nightmare her new landlady was. She would enter Jen's room without knocking. She timed her showers and tried to charge her extra for showers over 5 minutes. Most recently, she installed cameras in the kitchen and living areas and uses them to watch/eavesdrop on the housemates while she's away. Jen says that she has had a new place lined up, but had to wait because the room wasn't available for another month. My husband and I just happened to have an upcoming week-long trip planned. I told Jen that if she wanted a break from the nightmare situation, she was welcome to stay at our place while we were away for the week. She gladly accepted. So she arrives on the day that we leave. I give her a key, I tell her the fridge is full of wine, and to help herself to anything in the kitchen. I showed her how to get onto all of our streaming services, and I said that if she wanted to have a friend over, she was welcome to. I trusted her judgment. I told her to have a good time, and we left. Well, we just got back yesterday. A few wine bottles had been opened and finished as expected. The kitchen and floor was a bit of a mess, but overall everything was fine. A little while later, I got a call from Jen asking when I would be transferring her money for house sitting. I kind of didn't know what to say, and I paused awkwardly. I said that I thought that we were doing her a favor by getting her away from the house. She told me that her time wasn't free, and that she had expected that I would be paying her something like $500 for the week. I ended the call saying that I would think about the money that we would pay her. I'm not sure, but this seems a bit ridiculous. I have no pets to feed, no plants to water, and she doesn't need to do any houseworks. I even live like 30 minutes closer to her work, so I even saved her an hour a day in travel. And she wasn't stuck in the house, she was free to come and go as she wanted. Had I not known about her issues with the landlady, I would have just left the house vacant for a week. I texted her this morning mentioning the points above, and that I didn't think it was reasonable that I pay her for what was essentially a break for her. She's furious now, saying that she was depending on having that money. So I'm after your folks' perspective. Am I the jerk for refusing to pay her for staying at my house? Alright folks, what do you think?
No, absolutely not the jerk. I mean, like you pointed out, this was a favor to her. If she was expecting compensation that needed to be communicated beforehand, you can't just demand money after the fact. The fact of the matter is, this was not a service to you. This was more a service to her. And she just needs to suck it up and deal with it and not count on money that no one was told her which was going to come her way.
Yeah, there wasn't any kind of verbal contract or indication that my OP would be sending her money. So I don't know where she got this from. And the fact that she's saying, oh, now you owe me $500, that's ridiculous. This is like one of those people who walk up to your car, clean your windshield, and demand money from you, right?
Yeah.
Like, you didn't want that done. This wasn't a service you were requesting. And they changed the terms after the fact, essentially, is what it boils down to. Now, I think that OP doesn't have to give this person money. They were doing them a favor, and if they... if this friendship is, I wouldn't even say that this friendship is worth saving in the respect that it sounds like she's just going to try to take advantage of OP any opportunity she gets here. If she was counting on this money, what was she going to do if she didn't house sit for OP, right? Was she just sitting around at OP's house, not doing like extra shifts or something like that, expecting that OP was going to pay her? Like, this is just kind of silly and absurd. If she was expecting money, she should have said, okay, I'll stay at your house, but I'm expecting $500 for the week or something like that. That way OP could know ahead of time how much she was charging for her quote-unquote services. But let me know what you folks think. So anyhow, take care and good luck. Alright folks, and our next letter is titled, Am I a Jerk for quote-unquote showing up my brother's girlfriend by getting him a birthday gift that he liked more and not warning her I was getting a big gift? I'm a 25-year-old female, and I have a twin brother, a 25-year-old male. Growing up, our favorite pastime was building Legos together. Our family couldn't afford it very often, so the sets that we had were treasured. And we would always buy bags of loose bricks from charity shops whenever we saw them. It was a major bonding time for us, making things together, and my brother claims that those days of playing Legos is what inspired him to become an architect. It was our birthday on Friday, and we had a small thing with the family. My boyfriend of 3 years, a 27-year-old male, was there, and so was my brother's girlfriend of 2 years, a 24-year-old female. During the gift exchange, we left each other's presents last, as we always have opened our respective gifts together. They were very nice and enjoyable, nothing to complain about on either side. When we exchanged gifts, however, it led to some laughs and delight on both sides. I got him a new Schwarzenstein Lego castle, and he got me a Notre Dame Lego set. He clearly loved his gift, and he was going on about how excited he was to build it, and how he would be spending his next day off working on it. He showed a lot more enthusiasm for this than the watch that his girlfriend got him, though he clearly liked that as well. Since then, his girlfriend has reached out to me, insisting that I tried to show her up deliberately by getting him a gift that he would like more, and how she was trying to treat him like an adult with her gift, while I was encouraging him to be childish. She also thinks that we somehow planned this gift exchange as we both got Legos for each other. I had to tell her no, it was just something that we've always enjoyed doing together, and it's just natural that we do this. I also told her then that I had no intention of showing her up, but if that's how she really wanted to win the day with gifts, that she should have considered his interests and not worried about what seemed appropriate for an adult. She then pivoted to the fact that she is his girlfriend, and I should have warned her that I would be getting an expensive gift. I pointed out that my brother didn't warn my boyfriend, but she insisted that that didn't matter, that I should have. Was I in the wrong for not giving her a warning and leading to her feeling shown up as a result? I have never felt the need to give warning when my brother dated, but maybe I should have. All right, folks, what do you think?
No, absolutely not the jerk. This whole thing is nonsense. Like, you do not have to give her a heads up when you're buying something. Like you pointed out, she could have chosen to get him something that he really liked, but she was intentionally trying to get him things that she felt were grown up enough. Like, if his interests are quote unquote childish, maybe this isn't the right relationship for her. But there's nothing wrong with getting your brother a gift that you know he's going to like.
Yeah, I mean, I think at this point in time, the best course of action for OP is to talk to their brother about this and say, hey, your girlfriend is telling me, these kinds of things. I was wondering if you could talk to her. I know OP might feel like this is like tattling on her or something like that, but it'll be doing the brother a favor in the long term, right? Because she clearly isn't going to her partner and talking about this like she should be. Instead, she's trying to make OP feel bad for getting her twin a present. And plus, like, where is her mind even that she thinks that OP is competing with her? Mm-hmm. Like, OP isn't competing with her. They're brother and sisters. They're twins, right? Like, that is a special bond that isn't going to be something that just, magically disappears or something like that. Is she expecting OP just to disappear out of the brother's life, period, once they're married or something?
Well, and also, like OP pointed out, the brother also got her an expensive gift, and was that showing up her boyfriend? And the sister's like, it's different. Yeah. Or not the sister, the girlfriend is like, it's different. It's not different. It's the exact same thing.
Yeah, special pleading, right? But I don't think that OP is in the wrong here. I really do hope they talk to their brother, because this is just completely out of line of their partner. And I think it's just going to be a bad time all around. But let me know what you folks think. So anyhow, take care and good luck. All right, folks, and our next letter is titled, Am I a Jerk for Keeping a Truck That My Ex-Father-in-Law Gave Me After My Divorce? I'm a 30-year-old male, and I was married for several years. During the marriage, my father-in-law gave me one of his trucks to help me get started in the family business. It's a 1996 F-250 with over 250,000 miles on it, and it was his fourth truck that he never got to use. I didn't pay for it, but it was given to me as a gift, and the title and registration were transferred into my name. My marriage eventually ended, and things between my ex and me ended badly. She left me while I was hospitalized recovering from a major surgery. And after she kicked me out of the house, she kept the truck even though it was still in my name. The truck was never mentioned during the divorce, and there was never any agreement that I would turn it over. Well, my ex still owes me nearly $3,000 in unpaid debts that were never settled. I'm also preparing to move out of the state, so having the truck would be incredibly useful. And if I eventually sold it, the money would help me get back on my feet. Now my ex-father-in-law has reached out and asked if I'll sign the title over to him so that he can put it back in his name. I understand that he originally gave me the truck and that I didn't pay for it, but it was a gift and ownership was legally transferred to me years ago. Part of me feels guilty because it came from him, but another part of me feels like a gift is a gift, especially since I'm dealing with unpaid debts from the divorce and could genuinely use the truck. Am I the jerk for refusing to sign it back over? All right, folks, what do you think?
No, not the jerk. I mean, a gift is a gift. And if there were conditions, those needed to be laid out beforehand.
Yeah, I feel that way too. I think that OP is certainly not in the wrong here. Unfortunately, this should have been settled in the divorce decree. This might be one of those things where maybe they talk to their divorce lawyer and try to see what can be worked out from here. But I guess, if there was a clause in there about them keeping whatever, property assigned over to them or, titled or something like that, then it's settled already, right? So maybe it's too late for her to have any claim on this. But if OP does have any doubt at all, it's probably best that they talk to a divorce attorney. And as for the father, I guess it depends on the relationship OP wants to maintain with this guy, right? Like if they plan on trying to be civil with this guy and they want to, foster a relationship with him after the divorce, then yeah, give the truck back. But if you're never going to see this guy again and it doesn't really matter, then he gave you this truck. A gift is a gift, and plain and simple, you don't have to return it. And I think that's really what I would say about, this particular case. But let me know what you folks think. So anyhow, take care and good luck. All right, folks, and our next letter is titled, I'm a 26-year-old male, and I'm upset that my girlfriend, a 21-year-old female, used a random question as quote-unquote proof that I love someone else. Am I missing something? My girlfriend, a 21-year-old female, and I, a 26-year-old male, recently had an argument, and I'm trying to figure out if I'm missing something. She started asking me random questions, one of them being what my favorite animals are. I said dogs and cats, but I prefer cats because they're more independent, private, and they still care in their own way. Then she told me that those traits describe another woman that she thinks that I have feelings for, while dogs describe her because she's more expressive and outgoing. Her conclusion was that since I chose cats over dogs, it means that I prefer the other woman over her, and that I'm secretly in love with someone else. To be clear, I wasn't even thinking about anyone when I answered. I was literally talking about animals. Now she's ignoring my calls and texts because she believes my answer has confirmed her suspicions. What frustrates me the most is that if she wanted to know whether I had feelings for someone, that I would rather have she talk to me directly instead of asking random questions and interpreting my answers as hidden messages. Am I being unreasonable for feeling upset about this? Is this just insecurity on her part, or am I overlooking something about how my answers could have been interpreted? I would appreciate honest opinions, especially from people who've been on either side of a situation like this. All right, folks, what do you think?
No, absolutely not the jerk, but honestly, you probably dodged a bullet here with this OP. Do you prefer dogs or cats is a simple question that has nothing to do, with preferring people. The way she's, hoops she's jumping through to get to this answer that OP prefers someone else, that I would not want to be in a relationship with someone like that.
She was just looking for a justification for dumping OP more than anything. She was already settled on, leaving OP. And if it wasn't this dogs and cat thing, then she would have found some other reason, some other test, some other, bar for OP to, go over. And I think that's really what this boils down to. She is insecure. She, is, afraid that OP is in love with this other person. And that's why she broke up with OP. And I think that is a horribly self-destructive behavior. Instead of just being happy with the relationship she has, she decided that she needed to read tea leaves in order to determine her future, which is sad in this particular case. But let me know what you folks think. So anyhow, take care and good luck. All right, folks, it is tea time. Grab your beverages of choice. I've got some tea right here. And Amber, she has a joke.
What do you call it when a cat wins at the dog show?
Probably like a perfect show for cats.
A cat has trophy. Catastrophe. Cat has trophy.
No. No. I'm sorry, book. No. That one was too far. It was just too far. And I think this joke aged me 5 years, but have Megamint. Had Megamint. I don't anymore. And folks, today is a very special day. It's Catastrophe Day. It's also like house sitting day for free day. So go find somebody to sit for your house for free. Maybe that woman from the first story, she actually took it very literally and sat on the roof the entire time that she was there, and that's why she's upset that she's not getting paid. All right, folks, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for watching. Happy wonderful Wednesday, Hump Day, Friday, Junior's Eve. Amber, we need some kind of moral advice and or guidance. Please have it a haiku for Haiku Wednesday.
If it's a favor, you can't charge someone for it. Don't be a bad friend.
Yeah, but thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you all tomorrow.
Bye.